Stonebwoy certainly responded to Shatta Wale. Do you know why or how? Let's get right into it.
If insulting other people on tracks actually work for them, then it does. But if it's not by force or compulsory to say that, hey, I dissed you, then I come back to say, you have to reply me. You have to reply me. If you don't reply me, then you don't know the business. Duh.
Now, before we get into that particular interview, when Stonebwoy released this particular song, I think 3 months ago, this song.
All of them dead, all of them dead, all of them dead when the samurai go. All of them dead, all of them dead, all of them dead when the samurai go.
All of them dead, ah boy.
All of them dead, all of them dead.
The child.
Ooh, touch the road, taxi mode, flight mode, and still me never touch down. Ah boy never flex like none of them clown.
And turn off to 2-5.
Fully choky sky, and in a go come down, come down. Full coverage, that's how we turn up the machine to be smooth.
Silent, silent, samurai. Silent, silent, samurai. Silent, silent, samurai. Yes, this particular song, when Stonebwoy released Silent Samurai, is the Blue YFL rhythm. You know, Beam Nation and Shatta movements, they have this rivalry. I don't have to bring um, examples. We all know, yeah, we all know the rivalry between them. So when Stonebwoy released this particular song, you could see that Shatta Wale fans and all that, they were saying that it's a response to Shatta Wale. He certainly responds to Shatta Wale and the like, and then banter here and there. Then Shatta Wale came, also jumped on that particular rhythm with Big Like That. He replied with "Big Like That," and which, if you listen to the song very well, you and Kasa, you know where it is going. And then he came on with "Which God," as in one God, Stonebwoy being one God. Shatta Wale is like "Which God." So Shatta Wale keeps on dropping songs after songs, and then he dropped another one 48 hours. It means that he has given Stonebwoy 48 hours to reply to him, and all that. Stonebwoy still what kept silent, even with the fans pressuring him. He still kept quiet. Shatta Wale came with another one after the 48 hours, wake up, agenda boys, agenda and all that. Stonebwoy never said anything at all regarding this. He was just there posting his normal things and then up and running, doing his things. You get me? He sat on an interview, train control, and then he was asked that if someone disses him, will he agree? And then he was like, he doesn't need to agree, or people don't have to agree before they start beefing each other. But then he also said that some people are using that as a strategy to stay relevant. Some people have caged a niche for themselves to stay relevant, but we all know where this is going, right? That's why I said he certainly responded to what Shatta Wale. He was also asked that if someone you don't have a good relationship with, this is you. Don't you feel like the fans pressuring you? You need to respond to them, show that. And Stonebwoy said a whole lot, and then you all know where this is going. This was what Stonebwoy said in the whole interview. Listen to it and tell me what you think about it.
If insulting other people on tracks actually work for them, then it does. But if it's not by force or compulsory to say that, hey, I dissed you, then I come back to say, you have to reply me. You have to reply me. If you don't reply me, then you don't know the business. Duh.
If someone disses you on a track, you
Mm,
specifically as Stonebwoy,
mm.
do you agree?
I do not have to agree to somebody to to diss me. An artist does not have to agree before another person disses them. Like, oh, tomorrow you have to diss me, okay? Or I want to diss you in the morning. Yeah, I agree, diss me. I don't think it works like if there's anything. I don't think that is even a real whatever. But if people decide to do that, then it is a strategy that they want to actually create, right? To just start with the agreement, if whatever. Then on the other hand, in reality, I believe that other artists have also carved a certain niche for themselves. Like, okay, fine. You have to follow the trajectory of such an artist, right? and see. And so long as I'm concerned, they have used that as their style of keeping up.
When you say keeping up, you mean like being relevant.
Yes.
So if someone disses you,
Mhm.
an artist has dissed you, they're trying to use that to remain relevant. So, but then my thing is,
That's one of the ways.
that's okay, cool. So my thing is, this is the music business, right?
Mhm.
And this is music.
Mhm.
So if someone that you don't have a good relationship with disses you,
Mhm.
do you not feel like for the fans as well,
Mhm.
like, okay, maybe I should respond lyrically,
That's the second
musically,
question.
versus going back and forth on the internet?
I'm not. I don't think I'm one of the persons who go back and forth on.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying
We're
just
speaking
yeah,
music,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course, and this is a musician right here, so
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
use me as an example.
Cool.
Can I? Yes. So I don't think I go back and forth on the internet,
Mm.
which is my style, and I do not think that I reply
Mm.
to disses as on demand,
Mm.
because importantly, create nobody can push my creativity around like that, but I,
Mm.
of course. And then there are other people who would come back online and they enjoy that. So it's just how everybody chooses to express
Got
themselves
you.
and how they take it.
Got you.
And in that context, I also trust that people can do what they want to do if insulting other people on tracks
Mm.
actually work for them, then it does. But if it's not by force or compulsory to say that, hey, I dissed you, then I come back to say, you have to reply me. You have to reply me. If you don't
Eh,
reply me, then you don't know the business. Duh. Like, bro, is it all up to you? You have your plan in your mind. Do you? It's like, I diss you and then I come back and try to tell you to reply me for no. That's your game plan.
Mm.
And if it works for them, who are you to stop them?
Yeah, I
But
hear you.
they cannot and do not have any rights to try to convince people to look at other people's strategies and styles as irrelevant or as stupid or as nonsense. No, that's just dumb. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't do that.
Hey.
Will this ever stop? Eee.
Hmm. Well, that is the subtle response to Shatta Wale. All that happened during the 3 months ago and all that. This is the subtle response. What do you think about it? Tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us. I'm out.